inside Mascoutah High School tonight, and we welcome you to Mascoutah Indians basketball for the night's matchup between the 19-2 Edwardsville Tigers and your 11-7 Mascoutah Indians, as two teams meet up here on the Indians' home floor. Welcome in, everybody. Owen Dresser with you tonight as the Indians get set for yet another home tilt tonight. We apologize for the camera angle and any of that kind of nonsense. We're having issues with our automated camera tonight, so you gotta bear with us. This is what we've got. This is literally, this camera was set up about 45 seconds before I clicked hit on air, so you got to deal with the punches sometimes. So we got a quick pregame show tonight, and then we'll get into the action as we progress along in this game. But you know what? You live and you learn. Camera issues and all that, tech issues, they happen. It's part of life. But you live and you learn. So quick pregame tonight, as we only have about 7 minutes until tip-off. But of course, the big storyline of the night is, of course, Dustin Battis, head coach of the Edwardsville Tigers. He comes into town tonight. His Tigers are 19-2, and of course, as I'm sure many people are aware of, he is the brother of the Mascoutah Athletic Director, Scott Battis. So, brother meets brother tonight here from Mascoutah. And not only, and as I said, we had to move our broadcast position to tonight because our table that we usually set up to call games from broke on us. So I had to move my broadcast position as well. So, you know, nothing rolling right tonight, but you know what, we're going to let go. Anyway, as I mentioned, Dustin Battis, head coach of the Tigers, and he's brought a very good Tiger team into this game tonight. 19-2 is the record of this Tiger squad. They are a very, very good team, one of the best in the area, ranked by Gateway Sports Venues second in the St. Louis area, and they currently have won. Well, they've won a lot. Their last loss, they have not lost since December 6th on the road at Alton. Excuse me, since December 6th. That was their first loss, at the time making them 4-1. Since then, they have won, they are 18-2. So since then, they have gone 14-1. Their most recent loss coming on January the 18th. A loss against Moline in 66-57. They won. They have since won 2 in a row, beating Decatur, Eisenhower, and Gateway STEM. So they roll in on a 2-game winning streak and winners of 15 of their last 16. The Indians, on the other hand, they come into tonight with a much different story. 11-7 on the year, coming off of a 1-2 performance of the Nashville Invitational Tournament. So certainly not what they liked to see. So certainly not what they wanted to see from themselves at that tourney. But still, a solid performance. One and two performance at the NIT. But 11-8, excuse me, I said 11-7. 11-8 overall. The Indians have had a tough time putting winning streaks together. But they come in with a solid record, 11-8, trying to just put something together. It would be a massive victory for them tonight. They are playing short-handed. Jaden McCoo with a leg injury. He is out tonight. So number 4 will not be in the lineup tonight for the Tribe. And he is their leading scorer at 17.2 points per game. And the Indians offense has been cold of late. They have only scored more than 50 points once in their last 4 games. And that was against Kip St. Louis in the NIT. They put up 75 and only allowed 28. So based on the last 4 games and what I would consider competition levels and such, I would imagine that may be the exception, not the rule, to the way this Indians team has played lately. But they have scored under 50 in their last 3 out of their last 4, all of which have been losses. Highland, Breeze Central, and Mater Dei. They fell to all 3 in Nashville last week, so it's going to be a tough one tonight. The Indians looking for some spark. They have had a tough time, I mentioned, offensively. Some drop-off in production. Stephen Hollins has struggled lately. His three-point shooting has struggled. Matthew Smith has struggled. Corey Harris has struggled. And it's going to be a tough one tonight because of the loss of Jada McCoo. So certainly going to be a tough matchup. Indians going to try and do their best, though, to bounce back and pick up the victory. Cole Shoemaker hoping that his squad can pick it up tonight and the Indians can get it done at home against a very talented Edwardsville squad. We are coming up. It is just about time to get things ready and rolling tonight. Should be good, should be fun. It doesn't get much better than this. Mascoutah Indians basketball on a Tuesday night against a very good opponent. So we will step aside. It's the Indians and the Tigers. Tigers are not back from the locker room yet. They're lowering the flag right now for the anthem. Tigers not back from the locker room quite yet, so we shall see where they're at. We're waiting on them, and then once they get out here, we will get you ready for Tigers and Indians. The pregame show getting ready to wrap up. Should be a great tilt. Fun and exciting basketball to be played tonight. Two teams looking to make a statement. Get a statement win, and here come the Tigers. They'll get ready to line things up here for the and it is Team Mascoutah night. All the Team Mascoutah players lining up along the sideline, their coaches as well, getting everybody ready for some basketball here tonight. That does it for the pregame show. Kickoff, tip-off is next on the Indian Sports Network. And once again, we say hello as the Indians and the Tigers get ready to go from Mascoutah High School on what is sure to be, hopefully, a great basketball game and a good tilt here in Mascoutah tonight. Right, and apparently, prior to the game, there was a technical foul called on Edwardsville. So prior to tip-off, the Indians have a chance to go into tip-off with a 2-0 lead. Stephen Hollins has been selected to shoot the free throws for the Indians here for this. He misses on the first try, but the Tigers will go in with a foul, and the Indians could have a 1-point lead. And they will not, so the Indians cannot capitalize on the gift of the free technical. And so here we go. And so they will come up the floor first. With that tech, that means no tip-off. Corey Harris going to go out for Matthew Smith. I mentioned in the pregame, no Jada McCoo tonight with a leg injury. As Harris is going to dish one, it's going to go out of bounds. He couldn't connect with Stephen Hollins. 7:44 to play. But with no McCoo, with no Jada McCoo tonight, as the ball was tipped out of bounds by the Tigers, so they'll go out to Hollins here, now into the corner for Smith. Carlo Garcia gets the call to start tonight. Mattis Fern does as well. As Fern gonna cut to the basket, and he hits it, and he hits there, and the Indians strike first in this one, 2-0. Coming up the floor, looking to the corner, now looking underneath, it's Joseph Epineza. We have a whistle blowing. They're gonna say a travel on the Tigers. So the Indians will get it coming up here. Harris looking to go, goes left to right. Harris moving, looking to deal, has nowhere to go. Good defense out there by the Tigers. We're a minute in. Harris on the wing, gonna get the screen from Smith, trying to roll, gets it out. Garcia from three, not gonna go off the iron. The ball comes loose. And now here come the Tigers. Bryce Pryor trying to take it all the way, moves it to the corner. They send it back out. Herbert Morton, deep three on the catch release from Micah Butler. Ball is knocked loose. Kept alive by Joseph Epineza. Pryor outside on the right side of the floor. Back out top, moves it across for Micah Butler. And Pryor head fakes in a three. Now goes in for the drive. Goes up off the iron. Doesn't go. Kept alive, and a turnover by Matthew Smith. He threw it into the hands of Bryce Pryor, who puts it in there for 2 points. And the Tigers tie it at 2 here in the early going of the first. Loose ball stripped away now from Mattis Fern, and the Tigers go up 4-2. Bryce Pryor puts in another. Ball got stripped away from Harris, going up the floor. Gotta really keep things going. Harris to Hollins, right side. Hollins now sends it back across. Mattis Fern to the right side corner. Looking around, trying to find somewhere to go. Finds Harris on the right wing. Harris gonna go down now over to the far side. Looking for somewhere to go between the circles. Looks to go, spin through the lane. Jackknifes his way through, missed it! Hollins gets the rebound and is fouled coming down. And the foul, and they're gonna call the foul. And they're gonna call that foul. They said 23. There is a 23 on the floor for Edwardsville. I don't know who it is. He's not on any roster I've seen. Stephen Hollins is going to take it. Here's a 3 from Mattis. He banks it home. Mattis Fern off the wing. Banks home the 3. The Indians on top. 3 minutes in. 5-4. So number 23, who I don't have a name for, gets it in. Here's Joseph Epineza. Standing, hands it off for 23. Floats one. Epineza keeps it alive. Nearly lost the handle. Pivots, goes, floats it, got it. And back and forth we go in the opening quarter of the game. Fern goes Garcia, left side. Garcia takes it, dribbles, now left side, left wing between the circles. Going to dish it off to Harris. Goes to Fern over the right wing. Fern back out for Matthew Smith. Smith's going to give it away. Now gets it to Fern, and he's going to get called for a carry. And the Indians turn it right back over. Pretty good crowd inside here tonight on this Team Mascoutah night. A lot of young Team Mascoutah players, parents in attendance. Big crowd. Upper deck filled more than it typically is. Here's a lob. Epineza couldn't finish. Tigers out front, they kick it out, and it's good from 3 from Micah Butler. Tigers up their biggest lead, 9-5. Possession arrow in favor of the Tigers. Here's a 3 from Fern, doesn't want to go. And now Butler gets the rebound. No look, dish off Bryce Pryor. Timeout Mascoutah. And right now the Edwardsville Tigers are playing lights out basketball. It's the 32nd timeout here for the Indians. And I will say one thing, with the angle I'm standing at tonight, and I don't know exactly how much you can see. Yeah, you can kind of see the animation right there at the bottom of your screen from Cole Schumacher. How animated he is. That's certainly understandable, all things considered here. So up the floor the Indians come. Mattis Fern will take it. Brings it up the floor between the circles, looking somewhere to go. He's got Pryor all over him. We'll get a foul called on that number 23, who I don't have a name for. Third foul of the quarter for the Tigers. Second on number 23, who is pulled out of the game in favor of Epineza. Turn over to Harris, trying to look down inside for Smith. Goes up, doesn't get it. Ball is loose coming down. Carlo Garcia is able to dish it off for Fern. Fern gonna float one up off the rim, doesn't go down. And we'll get a foul on the way down. It looked like Micah Butler controlled the rebound, and they're gonna get Carlo Garcia on that foul. And so the Tigers will come up. Butler, top of the keys, gonna hand the ball off. Now back out to Butler. 3 back rim, no go. Nice box out and rebound by Garcia. And the Indians back the other way. Harris, bounce back out for Fern. Gonna go head over the head for Stephen Hollins. Hollins, shimon shake, pulls up 3, no. Big leaping rebound there for Herbert Martin, trying to go coast to coast, deflected away by Matthew Smith. And now Harris trying to go coast to coast as well, throws up a wild prayer, and it doesn't go. 2:18 to go in the first, 11-5 Tigers. Deep 3, Bryce Pryor. Bank bricks it off the back of the rim. To the right corner now, here's Epinesa, out to Pryor again, rim, no good on a deep 3. Harris got the rebound. Hollins will take it, dribble, drain it from the right side. And an 11-8 ball game just like that. The Indians within 3. We're under 2 to play in the opening quarter. Herbert Martin on the wing. Looks inside. Epinesa has it knocked away by Mattis Fern. Outlets it down to Harris. Euro steps his way in. And Corey Harris with a beautiful play in transition. The Indians within 1. And a 30-second timeout by the Tigers. Oh, what a play. A beautiful rebound from Fern. Fern knocked it out of the hand of Epinesa, and then a beautiful toss to Corey Harris. Just a beautifully executed play right there. And the Tigers couldn't answer it. The Indians are within 1 with 1:35 to go in a quarter. And the Tigers said they needed to talk things over. So both teams now have utilized a timeout here in this first quarter. Herbert Martin going to come up the floor, the senior, averaging 22.3 points per game. Bennett is an outstanding talent for Edwardsville. Looking, finds Pryor on the wing. Pryor himself averages 8 a game. He's got 6. Martin looking somewhere to go. Can't find anywhere. Now moves to the cross. Pryor on the left side, on the left wing. Pryor driving, nearly at it, stolen, kicks it out. Butler back to Pryor. Pryor now going to try and drive. And the Indians want to travel, didn't get one. Epinesa spinning in the lane. Out to Pryor, but Epinesa comes out and gets it again. Now a 3 from Pryor, bang. Bryce Pryor's hit 3 threes, 9 points in the first. Hollins catch and shoot 3, bricked off the back of the rim. The Indians keeps alive on a trickling rebound. Joel Crumble gonna get it out to the logo for Harris. 30 seconds to go in the first. The Indians trail by 4. Harris just pulling it back, even with the logo near midcourt. 18 seconds to play. The Indians trailing by 4. Harris now moves along. 7 to play. Clock ticking. Harris looks. Smith underneath. He's got it. Nice play there, but the Indians are within 2. And that's going to do it for the end of the first. What a great first quarter of basketball here in Mascoutah. It's a 14-12 game. The Indians up, down 2. We take it a break in the start of the second quarter. You're watching the Indian Sports Network.
New to Mascoutah but open since 1972, Joe's Pizza has plenty to offer. No matter what you're in the mood for, Joe's Pizza has a variety of options for you. Check out their handmade pizzas, pastas, subs, salads, and wings located at 215 East Main in Mascoutah. Along with their delicious food, Joe's has friendly workers, a clean and safe environment, and fast and efficient service. Don't just take our word for it, look at many reviews left by members of our own community. Available for delivery or carryout. Joe's Pizza, where every bite feels like home.
What a game it's been so far here in Mascoutah, as the Indians and the Tigers match up. They match up every year, and so far tonight it's been a good one. 14-12 after one. What has been so far just a spectacular matchup. And as we start a new quarter, for those of you just joining us, I want to just say that we had problems with our automated camera. Seems we've had a lot of that since we launched this channel. Here's the Tigers' first possession. They get it out for Pryor. Pryor looking at Epineza. Walked! And a turnover forced by the Indians. Good work there by the Indians. But not only did our camera not work, so that's with the bad angle, it wouldn't be such a bad angle, but my table for my regular broadcast position, which essentially is the same as the camera angle we're used to, has a three from Stephen Hollins, goes down. The Indians held their first lead, 15-14. So we had to move seats, we had to move cameras, and it's resulted in a bit of a funky broadcast. We apologize. Bryce Pryor gets it to 23, looks inside, Epineza turns, spins, got that one to go. And this game that looks like it's going to be a back and forth affair tonight, so far, continues that trend. Smith dribbles in, has nowhere to go, trying to find somewhere. Able to bounce pass, finds Jarrell Crumble. Crumble moving in, stops, shoots, no good, foul. So they'll give Matthew Smith the ability to go to the free throw line. Smith, that's 71.4% at the line this year. Foul called on Micah Butler. And the first free throw good. Even at 16 here, 6:49 to go in the second quarter. Indians playing good b-ball lately. Indians could really use this statement win. This would be a massive W for this team tonight. First free throw was good. The second one doesn't quite go, but they get the offensive rebound. Good work there by Crumble. Harris dribbling it out on the wing, looking to move the basketball, finds an angle to the basketball, throws it up, and it doesn't go. Big speed here from Micah Butler, dishes it off Pryor. Butler traveled. Indians winning in the turnover battles here tonight, and that's a good start and a good sign. As now they move it up the court. 6:21 to go. Crumble falls, tripped up. Pryor gets it across, finds Hoffman, back to Pryor, looks inside for Devion Hill-Lamox. Hill-Lamox gets it out for Tucker Lindstedt. Out for Butler, short three off the rim. Ball's knocked out of bounds, and it'll go out. And the Indians will have it baseline in front of their own bench. Even at 16, 5:57 to go, second quarter. Harris has it up on the wing, gets it over to Crumble. Crumble Moving up, now dishes off. 3 ball in the corner, catch and shoot for Harris. Doesn't go, and the Indians coming up the floor. We're going to get a foul. No, it's another trouble. The Tigers continue to play undisciplined. And the Indians are going to baseline out of bounds in front of the Tiger bench. Harris over to Crumble, and the Indians keep possession here. Hollins bounces it out. Harris. Corey Harris looking to drive down the lane, gets it up and floats it in. Corey Harris puts the Indians ahead by 2. This ball's dished off for Pryor. Now over to Devion Hill-Lamock. Hill-Lamock's going to give it over to Butler. Butler looking to go around, trying to drive. Jumper inside the lane. Barry there. We're even at 18 once more. Here's the 3. Hollins! Stephen Hollins connects again. 21-18. 4:40 to play in the second. Indians up 3. Lamox Butler gets it. Lamox Hill gets it to Butler. Butler gonna throw it up, draw a foul. And he'll go to the free throw line where he excuse me, that's Herbert Martin. 73.7%. I apologize, that's Herbert Martin. He connects on the free throw. Number 3, Herbert Martin. I apologize. Micah Butler, number 11. 21-19 as Martin made the first free throw. 73.7% free throw shooter entering tonight. His second free shot good. Indians lead stays at 1. 21-20, 4:22 to play. Second quarter. Indians have had 2 overtime games this year. This could be one here tonight. Here's Mattis Fern from the corner. It's short. Indians with the offensive rebound. Harris goes up, floater, doesn't go. Epinesa on the rebound for the Tigers. He gets it back for Martin coming the other way. Martin, who's picked up 4 points. Martin out top. Hey, look, here's Butler, 3, doesn't go off the rim, and the rebound picked up by Corey Harris. Harris gonna go with speed down the middle of the lane, can't get it going coast to coast. Ball comes free, Tucker Lindstedt picks it up, and Martin gonna play point guard coming down the floor. Ipinesa gets it up to Lindstedt. Lindstedt gives it up for Butler, drains the 3. Micah Butler puts the Tigers ahead, 1 possession game, 23-21, 3:12 to go in the second. Harris gets it over to Crumble, Crumble to Fern. Fern looking around, looking for somewhere to go. Matthew Smith hands it over, finds Crumble. Crumble goes one way, spins the other, gets it out for Fern. Jumper inside the arc, that gets it. Bottles his shot, got the rebound, but it came out of his hands. Epinesa, the big man trying to go coast to coast. Knocks into Matthew Smith, knocks him down and gets the 2. And the Tigers build their lead to 4. 25-21, 2:32 to go in the second. Crumble looking toward the bench, trying to get direction for the coaching staff. Now takes it himself, cutting to the rim. He had a wide open lane, and the Indians up 2 with 2:15 to play. 25-23. Epinesa top of the key, trying to take it down himself. looks to the corner. Butler kicks it out. Lindstedt can't hit from three. Rebound belongs to Darrell Crumble. He's going to draw a foul. The foul will be on Yosef Epinesa. Minute 58 to go in the second, 25-23. The lead belongs to the Tigers. Crumble up the floor, and Paul is into the hands of Harris, nearly lost it. Finds Fern. Fern gonna dish it off for Crumble. Crumble back to Fern. Fern trapped in the corner, trying to get out of there. Finds Crumble. They swing it left for Harris. Harris out to Smith. Catch and shoot three. Matthew Smith on the triple. And the Indians back on top. Bryce Pryor gonna get it out for Hilda-Max. Hilda-Max kicks it off for number 31. Pryor, deep three. No, around the rim. Harris goes behind the back, trying to take it himself. Gets it to Smith. Matthew Smith inside. And the Indians up three with under a minute to play. Hilda-Max gonna kick it over for 23. Here's a jumper from the top of the key that goes down good for Herbert Martin. He's got 6 on the night. Harris gets it across the timeline. 33 seconds to play. And the ball is knocked out of bounds by Martin by Harris. Max McMichael checks into the game. And here comes Corey Harris. 28-27, Indians on top. 21 seconds to go. We're in the second quarter, coming up on halftime. Clock ticking. Harris in the backcourt. Now looking left, moving right. Comes up. Bounce pass out. Smith. Looking inside, ball's tipped, it's out of bounds. Indians couldn't keep possession there. 1.3 to play in the second. So barring a miracle here by the Tigers, the Indians will go to the break. The Indians will go to the break with a lead. 1.3 seconds to go. 28-27. They're going to just chuck it down underneath. It goes out of bounds. Interesting play design. Yosef Epinesa. We're going to get a timeout, 30 seconds. An interesting play design to try to get a couple of points. They had Epinesa down to the baseline, throw it deep to try to put one in for 2 to get the lead to the break, and to get the lead going to break, and then they couldn't quite make it happen. So quite the turn of events. The Indians will have it underneath their own basket with a second to play. 28-27, so the Indians will have a lead going into halftime unless they throw this ball away. They lob it up. Smith. Here it is. No! So the Tigers nearly got a 3-0, but they couldn't capitalize. That's going to take us to the half. The Indians on top, 28-27. This is the Indian Sports Network on a big night in Mascoutah. Ready to start the second half as the Indians and the Tigers get set for some second half basketball action. Glad to have you with us. Indians lead the Tigers by 1. And coming out of the half, the Indians will go up by more as Matthew Smith finds one home. A bit of a roll around the rim, and it finally fell. And the Indians strike first, coming out of the break quickly. Indians playing well. Here's Joseph Epinesa, going to go up and under, and he succeeds there, and the Tigers strike. So the back and forth close game continues. Here's Smith, and Matthew Smith continues to play well tonight. Give him 13 points. Give 13 for 13. Tigers have it now. Bryce Pryor in the possession. Gets it down. Pryor throws one up. He's going to draw a foul. They'll call that foul on Hollins. And they'll send Bryce Pryor to the line for 2. Pryor's first one is good. Pryor, a 69.4% free throw shooter, plays with a lot of speed and aggression. This is on his second attempt, and he's able to get his own rebound and keep things alive for the Tigers. Number 23, don't have a name for him on my roster. Kicks it, now takes his drive, kicks it out for Herbert Martin, who misses on the 3. Good rebound there by Mattis Fern. And Fern will slow up, coming over the timeline at the logos. Got Pryor right on him. Able to throw, able to find Harris. Tough, dangerous pass there. Harris coming down the lane. Gonna look out Smith. Smith another 3. This time it doesn't hit. Epinesa got the rebound. Martin coming down the floor. Harris catch and shoot 3. And Bryce Pryor, able to hit from 3. And we're all even at 33 with 6:11 to go in the third. Corey Harris looks to the corner for Mattis Fern. Fern looks inside. Smith, oh, he missed the layup. Nearly had more. Coming up the floor is Micah Butler, able to hand this one off, finds Epinesa. Number 23 has it between the circles, pulls it back to the logo. Gets it out from Pryor. Pryor looks inside. Epinesa kicks it out, 23, fakes right, now gets it inside. Epinesa trying to go up, lost the handle, floater, bricked, back rim, kept alive by the Tigers. And it's Pryor on the wing. Epinesa comes out to help. Now he'll try and look for someone to hand it to. Hands it off. Butler from the free throw line. Doesn't go. The rebound squirts left. They get it to Hollins on the outlet, and he lost it. Ball's loose on the floor, and the Tigers come up with it after a scrum. Epinesa ends up down the floor. That one gets knocked away. Nice work, Mattis Fern, to throw it away. And with a foul, but Corey Harris loses it out of bounds. Jarrell Crumble gonna check in here for the Indians. The Tigers keep possession. Martin, no look pass to Micah Butler, who ends up getting the bucket and the foul. And the Tigers have their first lead of the second half. Second foul for the Indians there. And Butler will shoot one and make it. So the 3-point lead now for the Tigers with under 5 minutes to go. 4:54 and counting. Looks one way. Crumble takes it another. Now Crumble, and they lost it. They find Morton. And the Tigers pulling away here in the second half. Harris on the wing, looking around, trying to find somewhere to go with it. Now he's going to find Smith. Smith looks, moving to the right side, gives it out for Harris. Harris looking, gets it, dishes it out. Fern gonna go up, missed the layup. Ball is loose on a ricochet. Indians keep it alive on a rebound by Smith. Harris trying to step back in the corner, gets it out to Smith, finds Crumble, top of the wing. Fern has it now in the corner. He's gonna look to dribble. Ball's knocked away. Goes over the timeline, but it was tipped by the Tigers. Hollins has it at the logo. Now gonna go in, step back, air ball to three. It's out of bounds. The Indians turn it over. 3:46 to go. It's gonna be a full timeout. It's gonna be a full timeout taken by the Indians, who trail by 5 with 3:46 to go.
You don't need to compromise to lift for a great price. Just go to the gym. New Energy Fitness is open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Work privately or sign up for one of the many available classes. So swipe your membership card and head right on in. And with an amazing atmosphere and community, you'll feel right at home. So for great prices, equipment, and everything else, head to 602 West Main Street. Apply now at newenergyfit.com or call 618-448-0331.
.346 to go. The Indians trailing by 5. Coming up the floor, number 23. Gets it across. Herbert Martin. Gonna pull this one back. Joseph Epinesa. Gets it back out for Herbert Martin. Looks underneath. Epinesa can't make it inside, but a rebound belongs to the Tigers. And there's that number 23 who's able to put one in. The Tigers have the lead at 7, their biggest lead of the night. Harris has it out between the circles. Harris dribbles, finds Crumble, now looking for Fern. Fern over to Harris. Harris looking, pulls up, Jay from the free throw line, he buries it, and the Indians have life within them. It's 40-35. Epinesa kicks it out, Martin. Martin will jumper, not gonna go. Good rebound there by Matthew Smith. Coming up the floor is Crumble. Crumble looking, trying to find someone to dish it. Finds Smith. Smith to Harris over on the other side. Harris pivoting off that left foot. Now looks down low for Smith. Smith pivoting on his left foot. Trying to find somewhere to go. Gets it out for Harris, and a foul called. I believe that one will be on Pryor. And it will be. Indians down 5. It's baseline out of bounds in front of the stands. And the ball gets thrown away. 23 gonna pick it up. And the Tigers starting to pick Mascoutah's pockets a bit. And now the ball stripped away again. Pryor this time takes it. And the Tigers lead is 9. 1:39 to play in the third. Harris Down the floor, throws up a prayer. Oh, he found it. Throwing up a jumper, prayer, floater, something. Here's a three deep on a one-pass three. Micah Butler able to hit for the Tigers, and they are up. 49-35. I have mishit on something. They have a foul called here on the Tigers, or the ball will go to the Tigers. I believe they had another travel. Not sure what just, or the ball's going to go to the Tigers. I'm not sure what just happened. But it's 49-30, excuse me. So, okay, so I was right earlier. As this ball's knocked away by Matthew Smith. I apologize for the scoreboard confusion, but I was right. It was 47-37. The scoreboard here in Mascoutah was wrong, and I was trying to match that, so I apologize. Here's a three from Micah Butler. That one doesn't go. Matthew Smith able to pick up the rebound and come back the other way. Corey Harris out of the right side. Moves it between the circles. Looks. His pass picked off by Herbert Martin. Martin coast to coast, going to get fouled. And Martin to the free throw line for two. 34.2 seconds to go. We're in the third. So Herbert Martin will shoot two here for the Tigers. First free throw is good. Brandon Hoffman checks in for the Tigers. Martin, who's got 9 points tonight, make it 10. Which by his standards, not that many. He averages 22 a night. Harris gonna get it off. Hollins pulls up deep, doesn't go. Rebound is loose, finds Martin. Martin down the floor, kicks it out. Bryce Pryor, catch and shoot, buries that one. And the Tigers are pulling away, 52-37. 8 seconds to go in the third. Hollins looking, nowhere to go. He had it for too long. He held it for way too long. They blew the whistle with 0.6 seconds left in the third. So Tigers will have it, baseline out of bounds, in front of the scorer's table. They'll lob it over to Martin, and that will do it. Third quarter over. And after three, the Tigers 52, the Indians 37. It's turning into a bit of a boat race. Final 8 minutes coming up. This is the Indian Sports Network.
Need a morning cup of joe? Feeling tired after work and need an afternoon pick-me-up? Scoot on around to Scooter's Coffee to satisfy your caffeine needs. Scooter's Coffee, located across the street from Mascoutah High School, is serving up hot, fresh coffee, cold, refreshing drinks, and a variety of foods such as breakfast burritos and muffins. Scooter's is open Monday to Friday from 5:30 a.m. to 8 p.m. and on the weekends from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Scoot on around today.
Indians down by 15. And as we go to the final 8 minutes of this game. It started off as a competitive and impressive game. Indians led at halftime, but in the third quarter, the Indians were outscored 24-8. Timeout taken here by the Indians. It is a full timeout, so we'll take it. Indians trail by 15. Indians trail by 15, just 6 seconds in to the fourth quarter. The Indians took a timeout. You can see at the bottom of your screen the animation of Cole Schumacher. Indians have the basketball. Corey Harris looking to go. Bounce pass underneath. Matthew Smith, team leader in points tonight. Turns, shoots, throws one up off the glass. Doesn't go. Ball comes loose. Number 23. I don't know his name, but he comes down. They get it out. Mika Butler with a three ball. Doesn't go. Nice job there by Darrell Crumble to get the rebound and then stay in bounds. Crumble coming down the lane, trying to go to the baseline. He's going to get knocked to the deck, and he is slow to get up. Looks like he may have a bloody nose. And he'll take a seat on the bench. Carlo Garcia into the game. 23. Joseph Epinesa. Now back out. Mika Butler pulling it up beyond the arch. Here's Bryce Pryor. He's had a big night. 18 points for Pryor. Epinesa spinning. Going to work. Missed the layup. Ball is loose. It comes out. Martin into the lane, gonna pull it out a little bit, and now gets it out to Epinesa. Epinesa will not do anything as we're gonna get something thrown down on the baseline. Gonna get a foul there on Mattis Fern. That's his second foul. Yeah, and we're going to get a pass that's picked up by the Indians. He gets it out. Holland's going to shoot it from 15 feet, miss it brick. And Bryce Pryor will go up the floor with it for the Tigers. Epinesa has it at the logo. Kicks it off for Herbert Martin. Epinesa off to Martin. Martin down the lane. Kicks it out with a nice pass. But keeps it, now gets it back himself. Now Martin on a drive over to Epinesa. Up and fouled. Indians have already got 3 fouls in the quarter. 6:09 to go. 15-point deficit here. Epinesa will go to the free throw line. 60.9% free throw shooter, the big man. Will hit the first one. It hit the rim, the backboard, and then went down the net. Epinesa's got 9 points on the night. And the second free throw is good. And it is 54-37. So it's a 17-point lead for the Tigers. 6:06 to go. We're in the fourth. Stephen Hollins moves, goes to the left side. Fern cuts through the lane, able to float one, doesn't go. And the rebound is Pryor's, now 23, trying to find the lane. Kicks it up, Butler from the corner, doesn't go. Smith able to get the rebound, and he will also draw a foul from Devion Hill-Lomax. So here come the Tigers the Indians once again. Harris gonna have to float one up. Garcia gets the offensive rebound and then gets fouled going up to the basket. I want to be on Butler. Garcia will go to the free throw line. He is 0 for 4 this year. Aiken 1 for 5. He breaks that slump. Second free throw, no go for Garcia. Butler gonna come up the floor. Or Herbert Martin, excuse me. Pryor gets it out for number 23. Pryor can't hit the free throw. Hill-Lomax gonna get it out. Number 23 for the free throw line. Short off the rim. Ball coming back the other way. Mattis Fern has it. He'll give it to Smith. Gets it out for Harris. Now it's Smith. He's had a hot three. He's got that one. He's been hot from 3 all night. He gets the Indians to within 13. 54-41. 4:52 to go. Herbert Martin down the floor, kicks it across. Butler from the corner for 3, doesn't go. And a foul is called after the shot. He missed it. They're going to call the foul on Hill-Lomax. It's a Tiger foul. Hill-Lomax will come out. And in will come Epinesa. Indians are going to roll the basketball for a while. Now to save some clock. They get it out. Smith will take it. Trying to drive. Goes up. And Matthew Smith continues his night. He's got 18. One of the biggest nights of his Indians career. And the Indians have cut the lead to 11 with 4:23 to play. Number 23, 2 men on him down low. Timeout Tigers. They will take the full minute. So with 4:20 to go, Tigers timeout. You're watching the Indian Sports Network.
Do you ever find yourself not wanting to cook tonight? Well, lucky for you, Mascoutah offers so many good food options such as Spuds. Spuds is a locally owned restaurant that serves the biggest and best baked potatoes that you will ever try. They also serve a variety of paninis, salads, soups, and so much more. Spuds is located in downtown Mascoutah, and they are open Monday through Friday from 10:30 to 8 p.m., Saturday 11 to 8, and Sunday 11 to 2. So the next time you're craving a potato, make sure you come down to Spuds.
Four minutes, 20 seconds left in this one. Tigers and the Indians trying to do their best. The Indians trying to pick up their statement win. The Tigers trying to keep their incredible year going. They've only lost 2 games. They're 18-2, trying to pick up win number 19 tonight. The Indians trying to pick up win number 12. And what has been a bit of an up and down year. So here we go. Ball coming free. Picked up down the floor, dished out. They send it across for Pryor. Pryor's now going to give it up for Harris. Harris, Butler, or Herbert Martin, excuse me, dishes it off for Joseph Epinesa, who puts one up and in. 13-point lead, under 4 to go, quarter 4. Harris gonna go rink wide, trying to find Crumble, throws it away. Butler trying to go all the way and ends up pulling it out, just trying to reset the offense here for the Tigers. Herbert Martin from the logo. Over to Pryor, even with the logo. A lob back to Martin, kicks it out, 23, nowhere to go with it, nearly lost it, keeps it alive, throws it away, but Herbert Martin gets it back, and he comes through, and then miscommunication throws it through the hands of Joseph Epinesa. .3:16 to play. Harris. Over the timeline. Going up and can't hit the layup. Epinesa on the rebound. Here comes Edwardsville. Butler dishes it out. Pryor catch and shoot short. And then out of bounds off of the Tigers. 2:59 to go. 56-43. Harris moving up the floor over the timeline, kicks it over to Crumble. Crumble looks to the corner, finds Fern, and Fern stepped out. Stepped out of the sideline, Tiger basketball, 2:48 to play. Going back the other way. They give it over to Corey Harris. Herbert Martin, I'm sorry. I'm looking at the wrong lineup. Ball gets thrown in. Mika Butler out to number 23. Again, don't have his name on our roster, either the one they give at the gate or online. So, not sure who he is. Here's Herbert Martin, left 3, and he buries that one. 59-43. Tigers have the lead. Corey Harris and the Indians playing desperation ball now. 2:06 to go. We're in the 4th. Crumble travels, moving through the lane, trying to throw it out, back out. 2:03 to go. 4th quarter. It's a 16-point lead for the Tigers. Pryor with a no-look pass out, number 35. That's Tucker Lindstedt. Hits it from 3 for the corner. Tigers lead is 19. Here's Matthew Smith, catch and shoot from the corner. It doesn't go. Tigers coming up the floor. Butler. He'll go coast to coast, missed the layup. Indians coming back under a minute 35 to go. Garcia. Looks, ball's tipped out of bounds by Pryor. Stays with the Indians. They'll have it baseline out of bounds in front of the Indian student section. A lot of Indians fans starting to head for the exits. Indians making all kinds of changes here. As are the Tigers. A minute 31 to go here in the game. Indians trailing by 19. Garcia has it stolen away. Micah Butler will try to dunk it and then gets his own rebound and a miss. We're going to have a foul on the Tigers coming back the other way after a rebound. That foul is called on Joseph Epinesa. Indians will come up, 1:19 to go. It's TJ Perkins trying to take it to the lane. Ball gets rebounded and picked up by Brandon Hoffman. Herbert Martin gonna come down the floor, throw up a basket, doesn't go. Perkins gets the rebound. Coming with speed down the floor, finds Caden Fern. He has it stripped. Herbert Martin again, lays it in. So now we have a substitution here for the Tigers. It's Brady Niemi. Bryce Thompson hands it over. Here is Perkins. Perkins trying to find someone. Finds Caden Fern. Looks underneath the baseline. Gets it out. Ambrose Bentley. Bentley out for Fern. Fern looking. Throws it across. Bentley to the baseline for Thompson. 27 seconds. Bentley gets it over to Fern, out to the logo, 19 seconds to go. Indians, as now the Tigers got the turnover, but a step out of bounds by Brandon Hoffman. And then Carter Wisenand will check in for the Tigers. Indians ball with 16 seconds. Thompson to Perkins. Thompson into the lane. Trying to look, throws up a jumper that goes. And that'll do it. And that will do it. So the Indians drop it tonight. Tigers pull away in the second half. They win it they beat the Indians 64-45. Not the result the Indians wanted tonight, but the Indians drop another one. Their ninth loss of the year. Now find themselves just 2 games above 500 at 11-9. They will take on the Waterloo Bulldogs on Friday night in conference play. We say thank you for joining us here tonight on the Indian Sports Network. A final score once again, 64-45. Owen Dressler saying so long from Mascoutah.